Whatever
right,
you want.
FightHype.com here with one of the best young 154 pounders in the world. My man, the undefeated Jesus Ramos, who had a dominant victory on the Benavidez plant undercard. He returns to pay-per-view as the co-main event again against Erickson Lubin, a guy who's been one of the best in this division for many years. Jesus, starting with Lubin, how big of a step up is this, and how much do you think Lubin has left after the kind of fight he had with Fundora?
I think it's on paper. I don't know, man. It's a step up. I don't think so. I think it's the right fight at the right time. I don't think I'm stepping up too much because of the level of competition that I've faced in my previous fights. And I feel like Lubin, I don't think that fight affected him too much. He looked good in his return fight with Arias. So we're not gonna take nothing away from him. We're gonna prepare for the best version of Lubin, and we're gonna train hard to, like I said, for the best version, and that's what I'm expecting in the ring September 30th. Just the best version of Lubin, and yeah, man, excited for this fight.
One thing that jumps out about you watching your film is you have very good timing, especially for a guy as young as you are. Is this one of those fights where timing beats speed?
Yeah, I think I mean it could be. I have really great timing. I do feel like that's a huge advantage. And he likes to be explosive from time to time. So yeah, I'm definitely be looking to time his punches and hopefully set him up for something big.
What's the most difficult part about this fight, you think, with Lubin?
His will to win, man. We saw it with Fundora. He was there. He dropped him even after his face was all swollen and things weren't necessarily going his way. So I think that's the biggest thing that is gonna be hard to break from him. His will to win. We have to take it round by round, break him down slowly. But like I said, being careful because he's got a great will to win, and he's always gonna be there to fight.
So it's more the will that you're kind of concerned about than the speed or the skills or the movement.
Yeah, his heart, that will to fight. I feel like everything else, I can adjust to. Once I see what he's doing, I can adjust to it. I can figure him out. But like I said, that's his biggest thing.
Now, you're Mexican American, born in Arizona, but obviously still of Mexican descent. And it gets no bigger with Mexican boxing fans than fighting on a Canelo card. So with that in mind, does the crowd you'll be performing in front of, is it going to make you put your foot on the pedal that much more to try to produce something special, not just a win?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the goal because I feel like most of my fights have been under the radar. A lot of people just know me from the Joey Spencer fight because it was on such a huge card. So I feel like this is gonna be the same. Everyone's gonna be watching this fight. So it's almost like my breakout fight. I can break out from this, and people will start to see me. So and especially Mexican fans. That it's gonna be a lot of Mexican fans, and I have I have to get their respect, get their love. So that's a huge advantage, being that I'm gonna be on this card as a co-main event. So I just gotta show out, man. I gotta showcase my talent and just show who I am.
You've got to impress them. And I heard sometimes that's even tougher being a Chicano as opposed to being from Mexico. They're even harder on
Yeah,
you, right?
yeah, man. Luckily, I know how to speak good Spanish, and I go often, so that helps me, get along with people over there. I've done a lot of interviews with reporters and people over there, so it's not as tough for me. But yeah, man, they do make it hard for Mexican Americans.
You mentioned your fights have been going under the radar, except that Spencer fight got some attention you felt. One win on your resume. You won this fight at just 20 years old. Brian Mendoza, he winds up knocking out Fundora. That's probably the knockout of the year. Do you feel like that win is aging well? And it says something about you as a fighter that you beat a fighter like that at 20.
Yeah, man, I feel like a lot of my fights have been aging well. Vladimir Hernandez just beat Lorenzo Simpson too. So I feel
That's
like
right.
I've beaten good opponents that have kind of been under the radar. But I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm blessed to be able to. to do this now at a big stage. I keep proving myself. That's all I'm worried about. I'm growing as a fighter. I'm maturing. Those two fights helped me grow a lot. I've learned a lot from them, and they've made the fighter that I am today.
Obviously, all focus is on September 30th with Lubin, but you're already in the top 5 in some of these sanctioning bodies. How far away do you think you are from a fight with a guy like Tszyu?
Hopefully not too far, man. I've been fighting great opponents, and we'll see how he does against Brian Mendoza. I feel like Brian Mendoza is at a great point of his career right now, and he could be a handful with Tim Tszyu. So we'll see how it is, and no, I don't think I'm too far, and especially at 154, everyone's fighting everybody right now, so it's an exciting division to be a part of, and we'll see what happens too with Charlo after he faces Canelo, and yeah, man, we'll kind of go from there.
You think Charlo will really come back down 14 pounds to the division, or his days at 54 done, you think?
He said they're not, so we'll see, man. But I think it is tough. I mean, imagine making just 168, basically getting all that muscle just to bring it back down to 154. I think it's gonna be hard, but we'll see what he does.
If Brian pulls off that upset with Tim Tszyu and you win your fight with Lubin, are you saying let's get the rematch next?
Yeah, of course. He'll have something that I want. You'll have that belt, that WBO belt. So yeah, that'll be a great fight. Definitely do a rematch for that one.
Looking at the future of the division, it seems like a lot of fans and media people they feel like you and Xander Zayas is the future of the division. Do you agree that do you put Xander alongside yourself as the best young fighter in the division? And do you think that's a big Mexican Puerto Rican fight one day?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he does some great work. He's got some good wins. And it's good, that people are putting us, in the same bracket, kind of, but bringing us up at the same time, because that is a great fight that could be made down the line. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, that's huge, and yeah, hopefully it does get made. We just got to continue to rise the rankings, keep winning, keep looking good, and eventually we'll have our own pay-per-view. Like you said, a big mega fight.
What's going to make you the best, though, number one in this division in the future?
The fact that I keep fighting tough fights and learning from them, like you said, Brian Mendoza. I beat Brian Mendoza at 20, but I was aware of what I was doing, of what happened, what I did wrong, what I did right, and worked on it. We came and beat Vladimir Hernandez. I was aware of what happened there, and we just kept going. We just keep going from that, and keep learning, keep maturing, just being aware of what's happening. That way, I can work on it, keep perfecting my craft. I feel like that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things that doesn't happen now. I feel like boxers just go from fight to fight without really learning and growing, and that's a big mistake that we all make as fighters. So with me being aware, knowing what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and just growing, man, just maturing every day, being better than I was yesterday. That's gonna take me to the top.
What do you talk about growing and everything and improving? What do you think the style and identity you are as a fighter? You're a southpaw, good timing, can box, but you're also looking to be aggressive. But so how would you say what identity and style are you developing into right now?
I feel like I'm a boxer puncher. I mean I can box. I feel like I have good boxing abilities, but at the same time I have power. And so yeah, I feel like a boxer puncher would be the correct term for it.
I'm biased. That's the best style. Sugar Ray Robinson style.
That's the way.
Boxer puncher, baby. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But who do you got in the main event, man? Canelo, Charlo. Is Charlo as big an underdog as people are saying coming up from your weight class, or can he do this?
I don't feel like he is the biggest as big as underdog, because people are counting him out just because of the weight. But he hasn't fought in a long time. He hasn't had to make that weight in a long time. So he's grown. He's growing. He's grown a lot, and he looks big. He looks like he's strong, and he's gonna fit right into the 168 division. But I feel like Canelo's been here, man. He's been on the stage. He's seen it all. He's seen all different styles, and I think his experience is gonna help him edge out this fight.
By decision?
I think by decision. He if Charlo is affected a little by the weight, then he might be able to get him out of there. But we haven't seen Canelo get people out of there in a couple years,
Right.
other than plan. But we saw how he was holding his own against Canelo as well.
But I imagine you have a degree of respect and even admiration for Canelo. But do you feel like he's ducking your Arizona guy, David Benavidez?
Yeah, a little bit, but I feel like Canelo, he right now he's at a point in his career where he can do whatever he wants. He can fight whoever he wants. He's that's what he's doing. He's just doing whatever he wants, and he's earned that. We gotta give it to him. He's fought the best, so we just gotta let him do him. He's earned the right to do what he's doing, and even now he's not. I don't feel like Charlo's an easy opponent, so
No, no.
so credit to him. Yeah, credit to
If
him
that
for
fight
for
did
making
happen
this fight
though,
happen.
would you favor Benavidez or is that 50-50 or you give the edge to Canelo?
I'd say it's a 50-50. I'd give the edge to Canelo based on experience as well, but I think Benavidez just throw a lot of punches. He's big. Um, Hopefully, he learned from the planned fight, things he did good, things he did wrong, come back and be better, against a good fighter like Canelo.
Well, thank you so much
All
for
right,
your
Sean.
time,
We
Jesus.
gotta wrap up. We gotta wrap up here
Thank you.
with that
Appreciate
picture.
it. Thank
Thank
you.
you, man. I
Have
appreciate
a
your
good
time.
one, man.
Thank you.